The law of crisis. When we hear the word crisis, we often freeze because we understand that things will never be the way they were before. Allow me to discuss the law of crisis with you. It will show you that any side of life, even if it seems painful in the moment, may be directed toward positive change. A crisis is always the death of the old. When people face it, they try to turn everything back or at least hold things in their current state. That desire is understandable. We may have spent a long time building or developing something. Some things seemed unshakable to us, and often, without possessing all the information, we relied on what we believed was solid. But nature works differently. The laws of the world act the same way in different situations, and understanding this will help you overcome crisis. In physics, there's a term called entropy. Put simply, as it applies to everyday life, entropy is the gradual increase of disorder, which means that absolutely everything in the world is constantly breaking down whether we want it to or not. Disorder grows with time. For us, this means that everything which does not receive our attention slowly collapses, whether it is material or not. For example, you have a house. You clean it, repair its parts, maintain all of its systems, and fight off pests. But what happens to the house if you let everything go on its own? In only a few years, the house will fall into ruin. Or another example, you have a friend. You spend time together, meet often, help each other, participate in shared events, which means you invest time and effort into maintaining your friendship. But the moment you begin to ignore your friend and stop doing the things you once shared, the friendship almost immediately starts to disappear. This is how entropy works on both the material and immaterial level, and it can destroy not only a house, but relationships as well. So, everything in the world breaks down, which means that crisis, in its essence, is a sign that something did not receive enough attention. The symptoms of decline can almost always be recognized through different signals, and then the process can be stopped in time, allowing crisis to be avoided. But unfortunately, our attention is not always enough for everything. And then crisis arrives, sometimes very painfully, so painfully that it destroys the life we were used to. This may happen in finances, relationships, health, or anything else. If that happens, it must be accepted and not resisted once everything has already collapsed. Life does not expect you to glue together house boards that termites have eaten through. It expects you to remove the problem and replace rotten boards with strong ones. Or to build a new house if the old one was so neglected that it fell completely. What is interesting is that the new house may be far better than the one that collapsed. And this is the main meaning of the law of crisis. If you accept what cannot be reversed, understand the problem, and rebuild your life, you may create something stronger than before. You may find happiness again after divorce, strengthen your health after surgery, or become wealthy after losing money. Life almost always gives a second chance and allows things to become better than they once were. Now let us conduct a thought experiment. Think about what you are still holding on to even though it has long since rotted and survives only because you refuse to let go. Imagine releasing it. What might enter your life then? That is how the law of crisis works. Do you have thoughts about this? Write them in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with those who may benefit from it. Together we will study important laws of life that influence our happiness in this world.